Hey, what's up guys, Totally Dubbed here, and today I'm going to make a video and a comparison of consoles versus PC. Now before I get into this, I would just like to say a quick history of how I've progressed from PC gaming to console gaming back to PC gaming. I used to be a big PC gamer. I used to love playing Need for Speed, and I used to love playing Battlefield 2142. Yes, Battlefield 2142, this game, epic game that I used to play on PC. And then I used to play console games quite a lot, and when I say quite a lot, that means for a period of about 6 years I went into console gaming, and then after console gaming, just recently, about a year ago, I switched back to PC gaming. And I just want to explain and give you my opinion of consoles and PCs, because there's a lot of talk about PC, especially PC gamers, that say console gamers suck, consoles suck, and the games and whatnot are not as good as in terms of graphics and whatnot. So there's a few things I want to cover in that respect. So first of all, I want to say that now I'm a PC gamer, and that is because I have money. I had money in terms of, like, I have saved up money over the years, and saved up money in terms of for my birthday and whatnot, and Christmas time I put some money together and I built a PC which was long overdue. And also I didn't want only a PC game, a gaming PC. I also wanted a PC to do my normal tasks just much faster. An easy example is boot up time takes 1 minute before it used to take 3-4 minutes. In compatibility, I'm on Windows 7, back then I was on Windows XP. Just gives you an example. So why I think console gaming is not as bad as some PC gamers make it out to be. First of all, graphics. There's a big thing about graphics, and loads of people say, oh, graphics of consoles are really bad. Now, there is no discussion about this. It's a fact that console gaming has worse graphics. Even next-gen consoles coming out with the Xbox One and the PS4, they're not as standard. Their standard is not as good as PC gaming. Nowhere near in terms of graphics. However, a true gamer doesn't play a game because of its graphics. A true gamer plays it because of the gameplay. So if there's Battlefield 3 on the console and the Battlefield 3 on the PC, a true gamer will play on either platform, and it doesn't matter what. Now, Battlefield is one of those exceptions that you should say, wait a second, you got 64-player maps versus 24-player maps, and you're completely right about that. So it's probably not the best example. But if I take 24 versus 24, you know, the same map, the same gameplay and everything, it's the same game. It's the same thing. It's just cross-platform games. In fact, on consoles, there are better games out there, and there's more games which are on console. And even though that is changing with next-gen consoles coming out, the games and the support behind consoles, I feel, is much greater than it ever was on PC. An easy example would be Halo. Huge success of a game, and Halo sold multi-million copies throughout the years. Really good game, possibly, well, actually not possibly, the best single-player campaign I have ever played in terms of a series for any game, and that was only available on Xbox, which is a console, and you wouldn't find it on PC. Now you can find it on PC, but it's a bit too late to be releasing it now on PC. People don't really care. But it was an exclusive thing for Microsoft, and an exclusive thing for their Xboxes. So games-wise, you've got a much bigger choice on console. There's a lot more exclusivity. In fact, I can't think of an exclusivity of PC games. There is Steam out there, which are exclusive Steam games, but they're not even a fraction as big as some of the exclusive games that you'll find on consoles, like Gran Turismo. You've got Mario. All that the Wii generation of platform games. You've got some first-person shooters like Killzone and Halo. Other games out there, and games you wouldn't think of, but there are games out there that are exclusive to consoles than PC. So PCs lose that battle in terms of games. Nowadays, developers are now releasing games mainly on all platforms, mainly on PC, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. And when next gen consoles come out, they'll release them there for them as well. But the underlining message is PC gaming doesn't have as many games as console gaming. And I'm talking about as many games, I'm talking about big titles. I'm not talking about all the Steam titles you can think of, and you'd be like, wait a second, Steam has more games. Sure it has, but how many users does it have, and how many copies has it sold in comparison to all the consoles? So that's one thing. Then yeah, as I said before, the graphics. Now the graphics is always a discussion, but that said, it shouldn't deter a gamer from buying a certain game on certain console. That said, for example, GTA 5, which just got released, I'm waiting for it to come out on PC, because that type of game I can just chill back and I want to enjoy. If I want to enjoy it, I want to enjoy it in full 1080p graphics, 60 frames per second, no lag, and I just want to enjoy the game on my monitor. I don't want to be playing it on 720p or under 720p at 30 frames per second and whatnot on console. I want to enjoy that game as much as possible. And there's a huge possibility that that game is going to come out for PC, so I might as well wait. I'm in no rush of buying that game. However, if it was not going to come out on PC, I would have not even thought about it and bought it on Xbox and pre-ordered it. So, to give you an example of a game that hasn't been released on PC but could be released and probably will be released, and therefore me as a PC gamer, I'm waiting for it to be released because I want to enjoy its graphics. But if it wasn't going to be released, like Halo, I didn't even second think of it. I didn't even cross my mind to wait for it to PC. I bought it straight away on Xbox because I knew it wouldn't come to PC, and even if it did, it'd be like 10 years later that I'd get Halo 4 on PC. So that's just a quick comparison between the two. Now finally, there's another thing of unfair advantage, and I personally really believe on unfair advantage on PC versus consoles. On console, everyone has got a controller. Everyone's got a normal standard controller. If they've got rapid fire and stuff, they'll be found out really quickly and they'll be banned by Microsoft or the game developers. But everyone's got a controller, no matter where you look at it. Everyone's got a monitor. Now, depending on the monitor size, that you can't change in terms of variable. But let's say everyone's got a 20 to 27 inch monitor in front of them. Or let's say 18 inch to 27 inch monitor in front of them, and they've got a controller. The only variable over here that we've got is the monitor. The monitor's refresh rate, the monitor's technology, is it LED, is it plasma or whatever, refresh rate and stuff like that. That's the only variable we've got on console. That's the only variable I can ever think of on console. Apart from that, everything works the same. The hardware is the same, the controller's the same, it's all the same. On PC, however, you've got mouse and keyboard, you've got desk space that you have to worry about, you've even got things like mouse mat, you've got the monitor plays a bigger role because when you drop under 30 FPS, which you can do, playing games on ultra or like max graphics, your FPS will drop to the point that you're jittering, therefore you're not going to have a fluid game experience. You've got even simple things like your RAM and CPU bottlenecking your PC and not making your game launch properly. There's loads of variables on PC and people overlook these. And sure, if you've got money, like let's say 600 to 700 pounds, you can build a pretty nice PC that will run decently, but it's not gonna last. It's gonna last maybe 1 or 2 years tops. After that, you're gonna have to spend more money, and this is where it comes into money terms. When I talk about money, I mean spending money on that rig, that gaming rig, be it console or PC, and you end up spending a lot more money on PC for that better graphics. So then some people look at this and say, I don't want to be spending so much money on my PC in order just to play a game, because some games are not compatible with, say, DirectX whatever, you know, graphics card not compatible with DirectX 11. Therefore I have to buy a DirectX 11 enabled card, and if I have to buy that, then I need a new motherboard, because the new motherboard only runs at PCI times 1 speed, and I need it to run to PCI times 16 speed, or PCIe 3. Loads of variables out there, and all of these result down to cost. An Xbox doesn't cost much, you don't have to spend that much money. The only difference is the game cost. An Xbox game will be about £40, a PC game might be about £30. We're talking brand new games right off the shelf from the same dealers. That's the only difference, but that difference in games is hugely outweighed with the difference in terms of buying a new graphics card. With that said, prices have been dropping a lot in terms of PC gaming. You can, whereas before you had to maybe spend £1,500 on a good PC, nowadays you only have to spend maybe £700, £600 for a decent PC. But again, the more you spend on it, the longer it will last through generations. And the less you spend on it, the less capable it might be, or the less capable it will be with surviving in the future with later games coming out. So that is just a few of my opinions. To summarize it, PC gaming is more expensive. There's much more variables on PC, and on consoles you've got much more games out there and much more exclusive titles. So this is all leading towards console. Console is a better platform. Well, I would believe that, but as I have money to spend, and I had money to spend on PC gaming, I'm a PC gamer now, and I really enjoy PC gaming. I used to enjoy PC gaming back on 2142, and I never saw myself buying a console. And being a little bit of a geek, I enjoyed like tinkering around with my PC and stuff. But now I'm back into PC gaming because I can afford it. I don't think it is right for PC gamers to start insulting console players, especially, and this really gets me, when they say PC gamers are better skilled than console players. I don't believe that one single bit. And they say, yeah, if you bring a console player to PC, he will suck, but you take a PC gamer to console, he will still rock. Yeah, but there's a lot more to learn with PC gaming than with a controller. It's so much easier to use a controller. That's why it's a pick up and play type device versus using WASD and stuff. But if you take someone with similar experience in both fields, and I don't want to brag, but I'm a pretty good player on Battlefield 3 on the console, and it took me a little while to adjust to PC, but once I got the hang of PC, I became as good, if not better player on PC than I was on Xbox. They're both idiots on both platforms in terms of, you know, people not helping out, people lacking skill, or people being extremely good in skill. There's both extremes. But one cannot say one has a lower amount of skill because of what platform they play on. I find that ridiculous. In fact, it's so funny that some people which say this, I actually start beating them in terms of their scores on certain games. And I'm like, well, I was a console gamer. I don't disrespect any console gamers. Yeah, I'm beating you and you're bashing console players 24/7, and I find it ironic. And on top of that, there's a lot of PC gamers out there which actually are, well, unskilled in my opinion. For example, in Battlefield, you only use one weapon. Lack skill for me. If you use one weapon and only one weapon only throughout the whole game for 300, maybe 1,000 hours, and you complain about console gamers not having enough skill, dude, look at yourself in the mirror and then judge yourself, and then come back and say console gamers have no skill. So anyway, that's my opinion as a console gamer and as a PC gamer. PC gaming is much more advanced and much more complicated and has got much more variables out there. However, console gaming is really designed for gaming, and you don't have to worry about upgrading, you don't have to worry about games not being released on there. And in fact, now you don't really have to worry about graphics so much, because next gen consoles coming out have pretty good graphics on there. Still, not to the level of PCs, but still great levels of graphics. But anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know I've rambled on a little bit too much, but let me know your opinions of PC versus console gaming and what you think, Andre. And don't say, oh, PC rocks, or console sucks, or PC sucks, or whatever it is, or the troll comment, Mac. Yeah, that's just funny. Let me know your opinions and let me know what you think. And if you enjoyed this video and you haven't subscribed already, do subscribe and like the video. If you're already subscribed, good on you. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I've been Totally Dubbed. Take care. Bye bye.